What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I want to talk about credit cards. I want to answer the question of if credit cards are for poor people, if credit cards will keep you broke or make you broke. And I'm making this video because I realized that in the comment section below on some of my videos that I do on credit cards, I do a lot of videos on credit cards, and on most of these credit card videos you have people commenting who are 100% against credit cards. Now, some people are saying that they're bad and they're going to make you poor, they're going to put you in debt, that you're going to lose a lot of money. And so I wanted to make this video to talk about some of the points that people make when they say that credit cards are bad and credit cards are for poor or broke people, and why they make these points. Now, if you listen to the Dave Ramsey show, you'll realize that he hates credit cards, and Dave Ramsey is a very popular person in the personal finance space. And Dave Ramsey also laughs at the entire idea of getting rewards from credit cards and sign-on bonuses from credit cards, because on his show, he usually says that he's never met a millionaire who said that they got rich from credit card points or cash back or sign-up bonuses from credit cards. So we'll also be looking at that issue, because I know that is one of the main reasons why some people say that credit cards will either keep you broke or make you broke. And they agree 100% with Dave Ramsey, because they're also saying that no matter how many cash rewards or points or sign-up bonuses they get from credit cards, it will never make them a millionaire. It will never make them rich. So stick around to the very end of this video so you can hear all that I have to say about credit cards and the entire idea on if credit cards are actually going to make you poor or keep you poor. Now, just before we dive into all that information, I want to give a special shout out to all my returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel once again. I really appreciate all the support. And if you're new here and you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Eann, and on this channel I talk about ways to make money, ways to save money, ways to invest your money. I talk about bank accounts and credit cards and everything to do with personal finance. So if you like these videos and you like these types of topics, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it. It's 100% free to give this video a thumbs up, and it helps the channel out a ton. And also consider subscribing to the channel with all the notifications on. That way you'll never miss the updates of when I post new videos, which is every single day. Now let's look at the entire point that Dave Ramsey makes, and he says that credit cards are useless and they're stupid and no one gets rich from using credit card points or bonuses. So let's take a 1% rewards credit card for example. And yes, I know there are credit cards that will give you 2% in cash back. Some credit cards will give you 4%. Some credit cards will give you up to 5% in rotating categories. You can actually get multiple credit cards and get 5% in everything all year round if you want. But let's look at a simple credit card that only gives you 1% in cash back. So let's say you spend, and actually let's look this up, the average American family spends about $1,889 per month on their household bills, which doesn't include their mortgage. So if you pop the calculator open real quick, you realize that if you spend $1,889 per month and you get 1% in cash back from a simple credit card, you'll be saving, or you'll be getting back $18.89 per month. Now, that's definitely not a lot of money, and that will not make you rich. However, if you multiply this by 12, you'll be getting back over $226 per year. Now remember, this is a simple 1% rewards credit card. If you get a card like the Citi Double Cash card, which gives you 2% on everything, or probably even an American Express card that gives you 2% on everything, you can easily double this reward, and that will be equal to over $450 in cash back per year. Again, still not a lot of money, but if you're really into credit cards and you have multiple credit cards that give you the highest cash back, like multiple 5% rotating category cards and other cards that give you higher rewards of 3% and over, then you could easily, instead of making just a few $100s or saving a few $100s per year, you could be saving thousands of dollars per year from cash rewards and credit card points. Now, even if you save $1,200 or more from credit card points, that is definitely not going to make you rich. But if you look at the average millionaire, they don't just do one thing that makes them rich. They have several things that they do, and these were all documented in the book, The Millionaire Next Door, which is a very good read. And if you're interested in reading that book or becoming a millionaire, I'll leave a link below to that book on Amazon. And the book basically tells you about millionaires, or a study conducted on millionaires, what kind of cars they drove, how much money they spent on cars, how much money they spent on housing, where they shop for groceries, the type of people they get married to, how many kids they have, the type of jobs they had. And from reading that book, I realized that these people were rich not because of one reason, but because of the entire lifestyle that they live. And one part of the lifestyle was that they did not waste money, and they tried to keep their expenses in every other category very low, as opposed to how much money they could invest in their businesses or other investments. So what this tells me is that if I want to be rich, if I want to be a millionaire, and if I want to be as successful as these people, then I need to take advantage of all the money that I can earn or cash that I can get. I want to direct all that money to investments or businesses which will grow or build wealth. Getting $1,000 or sometimes more on credit card points or cash back per year isn't going to necessarily make me rich or make you rich, but it's like leaving free money on the table, and you could definitely use that money to pay for advertisements for your business, or you could put that money in the stock market, or you could use that money for some other purpose that could then make you more money or help you on your wealth building journey. Now, the same thing goes for sign-on bonuses. They definitely won't make you rich, but if you sign up for a credit card and you get a bonus of $200 or $300, then that's just free money that you can use to spend on anything that you need or anything that you would be already spending money on, and that will be completely free. So if you were going to go grocery shopping and it was going to cost you $150 and you got a sign-on bonus on a new credit card for $200, then you can still go grocery shopping, and instead of you taking that $150 out of your pocket, the credit card bonus will take care of it, and you'll still have money to spend on something else, and it will be completely free. That $200 could be used to help you to build wealth or some type of investment. Now, I just mentioned a bunch of pros, and some of the cons here is that people will spend on their credit cards and they'll say to themselves that, okay, I'm getting 1% or 2% or even 5% in cash back, and so I'm going to purchase more stuff that I don't really need just because I'm getting cash back. And that's where it gets really bad, because you spend more money on things that you don't need or that you didn't need in the first place just because you're saying that I'm going to get cash back, which doesn't make any sense. So for you to actually benefit from the cash back or the rewards from credit cards, you have to use the credit cards to pay for only things that you were already going to be purchasing, and not using them to purchase things that you weren't already going to be purchasing and things that you don't need just because you're saying that you're going to be getting cash back from making these purchases. Now, I know the reason why some people think that credit cards will keep you poor or keep you broke is because of the interest payments on credit cards. And there is a myth where some people believe that for you to build your credit, you must get a credit card, and that you should use that credit card to purchase something that you don't want or you don't need just for the sake of having a purchase on that credit card, and that you shouldn't pay that credit card bill off in full, and instead you should only make the minimum payments for a very long time and pay interest to build your credit. And I can tell you guys that that is completely wrong, because I never did any of that stuff, right? I actually never paid any interest on any credit cards, and I moved from having no credit to having a credit score of over 700 in around 9 months. In fact, if you look at your average credit card, they're going to have an interest rate from anywhere between 14 to 24% on average, which is a lot of interest. And for those of you who don't know, there's actually a law called the Card Act, and this law provides the provision for people to have a minimum of 21 days between the closing statement and their due date on their credit cards. And this is why you can use your credit card and you have 21 days after the close of the statement to pay that credit card bill in full. And if you do so, you won't be charged any interest. And that is exactly how I use my credit cards. Now, even if you use your credit card to buy things that were unexpected, that you weren't planning for, and they aren't in your budget, you'll still have around 21 days to pay that money off before getting charged any interest. And if you only use your credit cards for things that you actually need and things that you already plan to purchase, you won't ever be in a position to be charged any interest on your credit card, and the credit card will be just free for you to use. So as it relates to high interest on credit cards, if you use your credit cards properly, that will not be an issue. So that is also not a reason why credit cards would either make you poor or keep you poor. Now, there are other people who agree with all these tips or all these points, and they're saying, okay, this is great, but I just can't control my spending, and I'm very bad at finances, and for that reason, I won't use credit cards, even though I could benefit a lot from credit cards because they know they'll use their credit cards for things that they shouldn't, and they'll get themselves into debt, and that is why they stay away from credit cards. Now, to those people, if you're watching this video right now, here's what I have to say, right? If you have a fear of getting yourself into debt because you won't be able to manage your finances, well, then you don't have to use your credit cards for everyday purchases. Instead, what you can do is you can use your credit cards for recurring payments like your phone bills, your gym memberships, your car insurance, and any other subscription services that you have. And this way, you don't actually have to use the credit card. All you do is to set those payments through the credit card, and the credit card will pay you for them every single month. And then you set auto pay from your checking account to your credit card on the due date every month. And that way you'll always be spending from your credit card, and you'll also always be paying off your credit card, and you wouldn't be actively using your credit card, so you won't be tempted to spend money on things that you shouldn't and get yourself into debt. And this way you can still get cash back or rewards points, which can go towards those very same recurring bills and save you money every single year. Now, even with that said, I do understand that some people are terrible with credit cards. I think that some people out there would be better off just not using credit cards until they get their finances in order or until they learn how to properly manage their personal finances. And so I think that credit cards are very good tools for people who can control themselves and will not do impulsive spending. So the main point of this video is that credit cards aren't bad, and credit cards won't make you poor or keep you poor unless you already have poor personal finance habits. So if you're good with your money, then credit cards will help you to rack up some cash back, get some bonus cash, and you can use that money to pay for vacations. You can use it to pay for airfare, which I do a lot. You can use that money to pay for a lot of stuff that you would really need, which makes it free. And if you're bad with your finances and you're bad with money, then credit cards will definitely be an issue. And so I think it just really depends on how you manage your own personal finances. If you're not very good with money, then you need to start practicing and tracking your expenses, tracking your income. And once you're able to properly manage your personal finances, then you can look at getting some credit cards to get the rewards from them. So with that said, I want you guys to comment below and let me know what are your thoughts on credit cards. Do you think that credit cards are bad, or they will keep you poor or make you broke? Or do you agree with me, and do you think that credit cards are good or bad depending on how you manage your personal finances? Now, with all that said, if you guys are interested in building your credit, I'll leave a link to my video on how to build your credit very quickly for beginners. You can check that video out, as it gives you the step-by-step process of how I was able to take my credit from nothing to over a 700 score in less than a year by using a simple secured credit card. I didn't pay any interest, I didn't pay any annual fees, and it cost me no money for that credit card. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you like the content, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel with notifications on. All the best with making money from credit cards and getting sign-on bonuses, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one.